Ooh, it is Monday. Yeah, I definitely contemplate on if I should go live because sis is already tired, okay? She already tired. Let's figure this out. I think this need to go more here. Yo, happy Monday. Um, let's see. Not your favorite coach. I cannot. Hey y'all. Happy Monday. How you guys doing? All right. So guys, I just want to before we get started, I just want to put it out there. For those of you guys who have purchased the vehicle challenge for this weekend, we will be sending out the Zoom link by Wednesday. Okay. So if you do not get the Zoom link by Wednesday, make sure that you guys send over an email. I feel like this is not giving me that good angle. Look kind of weird. But anyways, um, make sure that you guys send over good. Make sure you guys send over an email to orders at hersecretvault.net by Wednesday, guys. By Wednesday, okay? Um, if you made a purchase, then you're in the system. So don't worry about it. We're gonna send out the Zoom link by Wednesday. So you might get it tomorrow, you might get it by Wednesday. And then for those of you guys who are in the AI Millionaire Summit coming up this Saturday that I'm super excited about, same exact thing. Check your email, guys, but make sure you check your junk and your spam. Because for some reason, a lot of you guys' email still is going. Why does bun look so? It's always on. It just look crooked. Matter of fact, just take the bun down. How about that? There we go. Because this bun always looking crooked. No, I like my bun. The bun forever looking crooked, y'all. Forever looking crooked. I just cannot get it together. Hi, welcome. To all my new people, thank you guys so much for following. I appreciate you guys. Yo, this bun look crazy. Anyways, I don't care. It's late. It's late. Uh, good evening, guys. Okay, so as I was saying, you guys take a moment to welcome in all of our new people. Y'all know how we get down. Let's welcome in all of our new people. YouTube, don't worry about it because I look crazy. It's all right. It's all right. It's about education, not about beauty. Okay. So yes, like I was saying, if you guys are in the vehicle challenge this weekend, which is going to be Sunday, okay, that's going to be Sunday, you're going to get the Zoom link by Wednesday. So if you made a purchase, okay, if you made a purchase, you are good to go, okay? That's for those of you guys who purchased a vehicle challenge. As long as you made the purchase, it's in the system, you will get an email. If you do not get an email by Wednesday, that means that we don't have you in the system. Okay. So no need to worry about it. As far as Saturday is the AI Millionaire Summit, which is very different from the vehicle challenge, y'all. One has nothing to do with the other. It's two separate things. Okay. AI Millionaire Summit, where we have all of the 7 and 8 figure earners that's going to be on that call, showing you guys how to use AI in every aspect of your business, from getting grants to automating your business, creating AI twins, real estate. I'm excited, y'all. Y'all don't know how excited I am because I have some of the most powerful people as speakers on this event. Okay. Some of the most powerful people as speakers on this event. We got business funding, PG business funding, right? These are all heavy hitters in the game. So if you guys are looking to fund your business, automate your business, learn how to get grants, learn how to create AI twins, um, learn how to, we said grants. You guys definitely want to be at the summit on Saturday. Sorry, that is very different. So for the summit on Saturday, the AI Millionaire Summit on Saturday has all of the speakers that's going to show you how to grow, scale, and fund your business. You're going to be doing live grants. So the grant person will be walking you guys through live on the Zoom how to apply for grants. And you guys will be applying for some grants with her. Okay. Then we have funding. She's going to walk you guys through funding steps live on the call. Okay. Automations, how to use automation for your business, the AI twin lady, which is going to be AI influencers, right? Showing you guys how to create these things live. All right. Live training. And then so that's Saturday, guys. All of the 7 and 8 figure speakers will be on Saturday. You can go to AIMillionaireSummit.info, INFO. Okay. AIMillionaireSummit.info. Okay. Info. For Sunday, Sunday is the Vehicle Challenge AI Edition. Okay. AI Edition. If you purchase that, you will get the Zoom link by Wednesday. If you do not get the Zoom link by Wednesday, make sure that you guys email orders at hersecretvault.net. If you're still trying to get your spots for Sunday, it is going to be which vehicle is best for my business.com. Okay? Which vehicle is best for my business.com to get that seat. Okay. Remember, there is no replay. This is a $2,000 program that I usually do. I'm doing it for one. What am I doing it for, y'all? 147, I think. 147 for Sunday. There is no replay. So I want to give you guys a heads up on that because a lot of you guys like to email us, hey, is there a replay from this? It is 147. Y'all better show up in class and get the knowledge that y'all need to get, because once the replay do come out, it's going to be $2,000. Okay. Yes. Thank you. 147. Okay. This is all about getting vehicles under your business. And don't think because it's only 147 that we're not going ham. No. You guys are going to get the full blueprint. Okay. The full blueprint, vehicles, insurance, how to rent out the vehicle, how to use AI to find vehicles, how to use AI to see what vehicle is moving in your area. Because you guys remember before we had to use manually where we just go and we'll try to find what vehicle works best in our area. But now we're using AI for that. We can use AI for other insurance options outside of the insurance that I give you guys. So this is going to be the AI edition, how to structure your business, AI edition. Okay, so this is kind of like my beta. So all the information is going to be in, not really beta, but you know how you got to teach something first before you put it out, as far as doing the upsell, instead of me just sitting in front of the screen and talking to myself, right? I decided to do it for 147. So that is which vehicle is best for your business. No PG, guys, meaning no personal guarantee. We are not attaching our social to this. I'm going to show you guys how to deal with the dealership, how to take the conversations from the dealerships and put it inside of AI to lead the conversation, right? So a lot of you guys, not a lot of you guys, but a few of you guys are just have been telling me that, you know, the dealership will say something to you. So I'm going to show you guys how to lead the conversations. If you don't know how to lead the conversations with the dealership, this is where you guys get lost. This is where you guys let them take the upper hand. Okay. We do not go into the dealership. Okay. We do not go into the dealership. The dealership comes to us. Okay. The dealership comes to us. I'm going to show you guys now how we can program. Oh my gosh, there's so much information. I'm going to show you guys now how we can actually program AI to let the vehicles come to us. So for those of you guys who was in my program before, you guys know we have to go to a specific site. We're searching the car, blah, 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 blah. We're searching the price point. But now we can utilize AI and automate it. Okay, so every day or every 2 days, every week, however you want to do it, these things are going to come to your email. We no longer have to do the hard work, y'all. What's the website for Sunday's class? Which vehicle No, which vehicle is right for my business.com. Okay. Let me just double check that because y'all know, or y'all can just go to the link in my bio as well as the first link in my bio. Let's see. Yeah, which vehicle is right for my business.com? Which vehicle is right for my business.com? Okay. Yes, this applies nationwide. Okay. That's also another thing. For those of you guys who were in my old version, everything was manual, right? We have to go into it manually, look up the vehicle, see if we like the vehicle. No, we don't have to do that anymore. Everything, we can automate the entire process. And we will automate the entire process down to nationwide, right? So to have AI search nationwide, right, based off of price point, make and model. Y'all don't understand what's happening, and y'all know when I teach, okay? And because you guys are more of like my initial class, you guys are going to get this work, right? So make sure you guys come with your questions at the end. Most likely y'all won't have questions because I teach very, very, very in depth. Okay. I just want to put it out there again, guys. There is going to be no replay at 1:47. There is going to be no replay at 1:47. When the replay comes out, it's going to be $2,000, which is the average price of my vehicle challenge, because we have over 600 plus vehicles in our business. And y'all could imagine us doing this manually before. Now we can automate it. Y'all should have no excuse. Okay, no excuse. I'm gonna give y'all insurance. I'm gonna give y'all all the new sites that's available, all the updated vendors. We don't need it. So I just want to be clear on that. Whether you have a business or don't have a business, this is still for you. Okay, because I'm going to show you guys in the beginning how to structure. Some of you guys are going to have to restructure your business, and then some of you guys will just have to actually start the business and structure it the way it's supposed to be structured. Okay, so again, wanted to be very, very clear on this. If you have a business or don't have a business, the process is still the same. Okay. Can someone put the name of the website up? Which vehicle is right for your business? Right for my business. Let me see. Here you go. You still have slots available for the training. Which training are you talking about? So yes, everything with this vehicle challenge is going to be automated. So you guys remember that my initial vehicle challenge was called 5-day vehicle challenge, right? Because it was so much information, it was so in depth. Now we're literally doing this in one day, guys. We're literally doing this in one day because AI has made it where it's so much easier. It's not next weekend, it is this weekend, right? The 11th is the AI Millionaire Summit, and then the 12th is a vehicle challenge. Okay. Is it true that a business must be at least 2 years operating before qualifying for commercial vehicle financing? Can somebody answer that question on this chat for me, please? Somebody who was in my vehicle challenge and actually got a vehicle with a brand new business in 45 days. Anybody on here? Who is on here that got a vehicle in 15 days? Brand new business. Who is on here that got a vehicle in 30 days? Brand new business. Thank you. That is not true. Okay. It's all about knowing what to say. So whenever you guys hear people say it takes 2 years, it's because these people are making you guys PG, which is still wrong, right? Because you still don't have to be in business for 2 years to get a vehicle under your business. We have people in and out of our community that's been getting vehicles, brand new business. So we had multiple students who came through the program, and that might be you, right? But we had multiple students that came through the program, had a business for about 2 years. The business just was not structured properly, right? So they had to go start a brand new business. And when they started a brand new business, they got a vehicle like in one guy was 15 days, the other guy was 30 days, the girl was 45 days. Again, run your own race, right? Run your own race. Just because you see somebody do it in one day, that does not mean it's going to take you one day. Run your own race. It may take you 3 days. And the reason why it may take you 3 days, because you probably don't have simple stuff that you have to go back and add to your business now before going to the dealership, right? Thank you so much. I was at a dealership last week, and they told me my business is less than 2 years. That's your problem, guys. Stop going to the dealership. I have not been to a dealership in forever. The only dealership I go to is the one that I have a relationship with already, because I know he's not going to waste my time. And when I go into that dealership, we don't talk about business vehicle. We talk about life, how's his wife, did he stop drinking, did he lose weight, he used to be in the mafia, all this other stuff, right? We just chop it up like we friends, right? And because by the time I get to the dealership, I stop by just to tell him hi. And when I stop by just to say hi, we end up just getting to talking. But most 10 out of 10, he already, no, 9 out of 10 actually, he already have my business information. If he don't have it, if I go to the dealership, I just write it down really quick and I give it to him. I'm not sitting at the dealership waiting for them to run my application, right? We already know what it is. We already know what it is. I only go to the dealership for maintenance, right? And then I stopped going to the dealership for maintenance because I got a mechanic who's been working at the dealership for years. So he knows all type of cars. So that's some of y'all biggest mistakes, right? Is going to the dealership and wasting your time. Okay? And wasting your time. And then on top of that, what I introduced to the community as well too is going to be repos, right? So how to kind of not allow repo to happen. This is why we use the vehicles as employees, right? But I do have a repo ebook that I'm going to be dropping. Okay. Now let's be clear, that's not included in this. This is not included in this, okay? So that's going to be in the event you find yourself in repossession, how to get your vehicles back from repossessions. Y'all, let me tell y'all. Y'all are literally going to be my test crew. So y'all gonna get everything, okay? Everything. Okay, let's see. I have a question about credit, but it's not about business vehicles. Can I still act right now? I don't want to be rude. Well, thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. But you could have just asked the question, right? Because now I read your question. I can't tell you no because I'm live, right? So I have no choice but to tell you yes. No, go ahead. 147 for that is two separate things, guys. Those are two separate days. Sunday has nothing to do with Saturday. If you're coming this Saturday, you need to get your tickets for Saturday. We dropped the tickets to 47 because it's not live anymore. It's virtual. If you want Sunday, you need to get separate tickets for Sunday. These are two separate things. Okay. Your edges are cute. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Do we get an invite email to the AI Village? I received my receipt. I just want to make sure Yes, so I mentioned that when I first got on. Everybody's going to get a Zoom link by Wednesday. Okay, if you do not get the Zoom link by Wednesday, make sure you email orders at hersecretvault.net. So it's that lighting, because I'm like, why my face looks so dark here? But when I move forward, it's a little bit different. Okay, I'm gonna just sit like this because I'm like, I look crazy like this. um, and y'all know how I do. I do no makeup. Okay, the queen of no makeup. Okay, let's see. Hi, can you help me with brand new business loan for 76 to buy a house? Okay, Rose R. Savage. So, to answer your question, I don't know anything about your business. I don't know anything about your business. So sometimes these questions is, I don't know why people answer question like that prematurely. Like, yeah, I can help you. I don't know anything about your business. Book a consultation. Let's get talking. Let's see how let's take a look at your business. Let's see where you're at and see how I can help you. Most likely I possibly can. Right? But I'm not that person that's going to be like, "Yeah, I can help you." I don't know nothing about you. You may not have no income, you may have bad credit, your business may be crappy. How how can I know if I can help you if I have no way to start from? Okay? So we have to start with the end in mind. So your goal is 76,000, but we have to create a plan. So we need to start there. So you can book a consultation or you can join my one-on-one mentorship. Because some of these people live be killing like, yeah, I can help you. They can't help you do nothing. They don't know nothing about your business, nothing about you, nothing about your business. You could be in bankruptcy. You can have zero income coming in. I say book a consultation. Okay. Okay, let's see. So I plan on getting the Sam's Club MasterCard here in a couple of weeks when my trade lines start posting. But I've been seeing some people say Sam's Club is no longer EIN only. Is that true, y'all? They've been saying Sam's Club is no longer EIN for the last 2-3 years. No, this video will not be saved. They've been saying that about Sam's Club for the last 2 to 3 years, and we still get in Sam's Club without PG. So weird. I got the 47 most. Yes, okay. The $47 is only for Saturday. Okay, it has nothing to do with Sunday. If you need to be a part of the vehicle challenge, you need to get the one for the vehicle challenge, which is which vehicle is right for my business.com. Okay, one has nothing to do with the next. I want to make sure I'm very clear on that. Also, you can apply online now. Yes, you can. That is true. You can apply online now for the Sam's Club MasterCard. But you're probably applying prematurely because if you're telling me you're waiting for vendors to hit, you should not be applying for the MasterCard. You should most likely be applying for the store card. That's where you guys make those mistakes, right? So should I do that instead of going into the store since the employees know nothing? The employees do know nothing, okay? But this is why I always ask for a manager. This is why I always ask for a manager. So you can do either or. Okay. Sunday is the one that goes into details. Details about what? Because remember, Saturday is a completely different class. This is about making 7 and 8 figures off of your business. So all the speakers are going to be grants. She's going to help you guys apply for grants live, funding live, automation live, AI live, real estate live, right? So these are all live classes where the speakers are going to show you guys how to generate 7 and 8 figures from your business, for your business. Okay, two very separate things. One is the AI Millionaire Summit, which is going to be Saturday, October 11th, and the other one is going to be Business Vehicles AI Edition on Sunday. Okay, two different things here, guys. So I should try to get the store card first before the MasterCard. Just liquidate the store card for the meantime. Correct. Exactly, because you don't want to go in and apply for the MasterCard and get declined. MasterCard, you should be looking at as far as getting a higher approval, guys, like 50,000. Like y'all don't hear people talking about getting 50,000 and $60,000 in Sam's Club. You know why? Because people tell y'all to go get the Sam's Club MasterCard in tier 2, where y'all get like $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 here, maybe 3,000. You know, I think you might get 5,000. I'm pushing it. 2,000 here, 2,500 here. Right? Or they're going to tell you that you have to put a deposit. If you apply for it within the correct tier, you'll be fine. Do not apply for the MasterCard until you get to tier 4. You want to get higher approvals like 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. I dare y'all to show me some of the community that gets $40,000 to $50,000 on one Sam's Club MasterCard besides my community. I'll wait. You know why I wait? Because it's not happening. People mix up all the tiers all the time and then tell y'all to do, like, yeah, you can do this. It's not that you may not get approved for it, but you will get $200, $500. Why not wait until a proper tier to get like $20,000? Do I really have to wait 30 days before I apply, or can I apply the same day I get a membership? No, you can apply the same day. You can apply the same day. Okay, let's see. I have been using Nav for a little over a year. I personally checked and it says the business credit is a 90 to 100. I have never applied for any business credit. Is now a good time to apply for business credit? So that is a great question. Okay. So, all right. So let me back up a little bit. So you have been using Nav for about a year, which you're wasting money, by the way. Nav you need for about maybe 2 to 3 months, maybe 2 to 3 months. Okay. You logged in, it says that you have a, which is a 90 or 100. I can bet you $100 right now. That's your experience score. It has nothing to do with Dun & Bradstreet, which is the biggest bureau. And it has nothing to do with Equifax, right? All you need is one vendor reporting, which was Nav, for you to get an A on Experian. One vendor is not enough. Experian is not what you need to be focused on. You need to be focused on, as far as not your main focus. You still want to focus on Experian, yes. But Dun & Bradstreet is the biggest bureau. Do you have a Paydex score? If you're telling me that you only have NAV, I highly doubt that you, not even highly, you do not have a Paydex score. You do not have a Paydex score. You need to build your Paydex score. While you're building your Paydex score, you build your Experian score. Yes, your Experian score is great already, but that's just one vendor. That is not enough. Okay? So is this a good time for you to apply? I cannot tell you that because I do not know what your profile look like. But I can guarantee you that the A that you're telling me about is Experian. And if it's Experian and it's just one vendor, then no, you need to build your profile out. And when you said credit, what type of credit are we talking about? Are we talking about credit cards? Because if you're talking about credit cards, absolutely not, unless you're doing fintech credit cards. Okay. Nav says what I have a monthly with them though. Nav says what I have a monthly with them though. Not sure what you're referring to. Oh dang, I canceled Navi. Yeah, you're wasting money. All we do with the paid nav is to get a trade line. Once we get that trade line, we don't have a use for them. You may not see 90 or 100, you may see A, B, C, or D, but as long as you see letters, you're fine, right? We don't need a paid account with them. Now, if you want to keep your paid account, by all by all means, right? By all means, do your thing, but it's not needed. You're wasting money. Hi again. Do you have any suggestions for business emails, numbers, and virtual? Do I have any suggestions for business email, number, and virtual? Virtual what? Business email, GoDaddy is always good. Business phone number, eVoice. If you're talking about virtual addresses, y'all stop saying virtual address. It's corporate addresses. This is why y'all are not getting approved. Because y'all always saying virtual, 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 virtual. Yes, it's still considered a virtual address, but we want to say corporate address. Okay, corporate address, not virtual address. You can use companies like WeWork Alliance, Opus, Regis, Opus, Alliance, Regis, Opus, and WeWork. Okay. But remember, when it comes to the business address, we still got to do our homework, because the same way that you just said virtual address is the same way you're going to go get a virtual address and then flag yourself, right? For all the people that's been telling y'all years ago, iPostal, how many, do y'all ever hear anybody talking about iPostal now? Because that was BS back in the days and it's still BS now. We need corporate addresses. So when we Google these addresses, it shows up as a corporate building, not a UPS store, not Dunkin' Donuts, not a CVS store. You need a corporate address. And this is something I'm going to be showing you guys on Sunday in the 5-day vehicle challenge, how to pick a proper corporate address. Okay. If someone's new to your community, which of the amazing resources would you recommend they check out first? I would say check out the free Facebook group, Bosses Build Business Credit. Okay. And welcome. I recommend checking out the free Facebook group first. On Sunday, are you going over credit tiers? I don't do credit. Yes, I have a couple of net 30s that has helped my score. Perfect. Net 30s are dead. We stopped using net 30s a long time ago. Let me also be clear. You do not need business credit to get a vehicle under your business. I want to be very clear about that. Okay. You don't, let me rephrase that. You don't have to have business credit to get a vehicle under your business. Okay. Can business vendors help you for bigger purchases like $100,000, $150,000 purchase? Absolutely. But it's not needed. You need a structured business. Okay. You're welcome. So you can go to Facebook. It's going to be, what's the Facebook name, y'all? Because I don't change our Facebook name so many different times. I think it's Bosses Build Business Credit EIN only. And YouTube. Make sure you go join my YouTube channel, which is Bosses Build Business Credit. A lot of free game on there. Yeah, Bosses, no, Building Business Credit EIN only. I don't change his name so many times. Building Business Credit EIN only. That's the new name on the Facebook. Oh, no, cancel, not. Oh, Lord, I almost decline all these people in here. This is why I shouldn't be doing this stuff myself. That's why I have staff. And it's late trying to be proactive. I almost hit declined and declined everybody. Everybody. Okay, let's see. Thank you for the information. I have one last question about the Amazon Business Credit Card. Um, is that card also EIN only? And is it a good tier 2? Definitely not a good tier 2. That's a tier 4. You can do the Amazon Pay by invoice. However, it does not report to the bureaus, and you can apply for that in tier 1. Amazon Pay by invoice is a great card for you to get. Well, not card, but a great line of, I guess, a line of credit for you to get if you're in the Airbnb space. We're also going to be dropping the AI addition to the Airbnb very soon. Okay. So I think for you, Daniel, it's important that you start to understand how to actually build business credit, right? Because it seems like which is not a problem, right? But it seems like you're watching and following a bunch of different people. So your questions are very, not confusing, but it's like geared towards the things that you are hearing versus what you actually know. So my recommendation for you is to go join the Facebook group. What is it again, y'all? Building Business Credit EIN Only. That teach you how to build business credit EIN only. It is a free Facebook group. Okay, that's my suggestion for you. First time catching a live in a while. I just got a corporate address following one of your ebooks. Yes, congratulations. Hope to get my Dun & Bradstreet score, and is there a fee? How to get my Dun & Bradstreet score, and is it a fee? There is no fee, guys. All of y'all who are brand new, y'all go pay for these packages for Dun & Bradstreet. And Dun & Bradstreet was like, yeah, pay for the package and we can help you build business credit, Cap. Because what they don't tell you is that you still got to do the work. You got to call these vendors. Hey, do you report to Dun & Bradstreet? They're like, no. Do you report to Dun & Bradstreet? One out of 10 might tell you yes. And then you got to call Dun & Bradstreet, give them their DUNS number. Too much work. You can do it your damn self. You just pay them $2,000 or whatever for something that you could have done yourself in less time. That's what they don't tell you. They tell you to get these packages, but they don't tell you that you got to do the work. You got to do the work, and then you got to come back and report to them. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate it. So how to get your DUNS score? You need 3 trade lines reporting to the business bureaus in order for you to get a score. Net 30s are dead. I'm following outdated information, it sounds like. So here's the thing, champ. If you had the net 30s about a year or 2 ago, it was good then. So it wasn't outdated then. But in 2025, going into 2026, we don't need net 30s anymore, like the Uline, Quill, Grangers. Okay, let me rephrase that. It's not that we don't need it. We just no longer, we don't need it. I ain't gonna try to sugarcoat it. Right? We just no longer have to build like that, especially with Uline, Quill, and Granger now asking us to order 5 to 7 orders up front. Now, they don't ask me to do that because I know how to get around the system, right? But you can still apply with them. But whenever they say order 5 to 7 trade lines, you're wasting your money, guys. I mean, order 5 to 7, what is it, 5 to 7 orders or 5 to 7 months, some crap like that, in order for them to even give you net 30. You don't need that. Just go to subscriptions. And subscription reports on a monthly basis. Okay, monthly basis. Kimberly, thank you so much. Okay, now if you get Uline, Quill, and Granger and they don't require you, because sometimes you can slip through the system. Sometimes you can slip through the system. If they don't require for you to order 5 to 7 orders up front, then yeah, do it. It's beneficial, but it's not needed for 2025. That's just an addition to your vendors if they approve you right away. Okay. I just joined the Facebook group. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, let's see. In the summit, will the speakers go over getting funding for LLCs? under 2 years. So the speakers will, Princess will be going over funding. Y'all, I need to start going live more often. You know why I need to start going live more often? Because y'all, it's crazy to me every time I hear somebody talk about 2 years, 2 years, 2 years. This is because this is the nonsense that the industry have trained you guys on. Okay, let me not say nonsense. I ain't gonna say nonsense. I ain't gonna say nonsense. This is the stuff that the industry has trained you guys on because people don't want to work. Yo, this bun is really getting on my nerves. Yo, the bun getting on my nerves. I don't know what to do with the bun. Okay, go over this way a little bit. And listen, listen, okay? I'm finna just do a messy bun and just say whatever. It is what it is. um, so okay, let's see. What was I saying? Yes, so funding. Princess will be going over business funding with you guys on the PG side. Okay. On the no PG side, if we have time, I will be going over. I'll be the very last speaker, depending on what happens on Saturday, because it's gonna be a long day. I will go over no PG funding, just depending, just depending. Just depending. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Miss Moye. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing, girl? So, by the way, girl, I decided not to move out there. Okay, just a FYI. Just a FYI. Going down there that weekend for Invest Fest drained me. I'm not about that life. I pass. I will pass, honey child. Y'all can keep that. Okay, y'all can keep it. Y'all can keep it. I pass. Girl, I was so drained. I slept for like 72 hours. I could not get out of bed. I was tired. Okay. I'm not about that life. No, ma'am. Y'all can keep it. I'll come visit y'all though, because I got to come down there for 2 different events before the end of the year. I think it's 3 different events for the end of the year. Give me the information for the summit. When you were speaking of the majority of the event. The summit is the AI Millionaire Summit.info. INFO. AI Millionaire Summit.info. You're going to learn funding. You're going to apply for grants live at the summit. Okay, so make sure y'all got your computer. For those of y'all who want to log in on y'all phones, make sure y'all got your computer or your iPad on standby, because you will be applying for grants live at the summit. Okay. Okay, let's see. I have about 4 to 5 trade lines that should be reported. Every time I see comments like this, that should be reporting. I'm good. How are you? That I have 4 or 5 trade lines that should be reporting soon. That subscribers base. What's the best advice for me to enter tier 2? What kind of funding should I start with? That's a great question, but I hate just giving y'all general information, right? Because you got to remember, everybody's profile is different. Okay. If your profile is good, I recommend jumping into retail and then start focusing on fintech credit cards. There's a new player in the game. It's called Flex One. Okay. Flex One is the new player in the game. They do business credit cards and they do line of credit. They will ask you for your social, but it's not for a credit check. They do like a soft pull. just to make sure you're who you are, but it's not based off of credit. Okay, so they won't approve you or deny you based off of your credit. Okay, it's kind of like an identification purpose, but it's for a soft pull, because if they're going to give you funding with them, it's not going to be based off of your credit. They just do the credit as a soft pull. Okay. Let me see. Leave the bun, keep talking. It's for real estate investing. What's for real estate investing? Where can I get a copy of the vendors list? We no longer have that. I'm lying. The vendors list has been added to the $47 membership. So that is the sevenfigureframework.com. That's a $47 monthly membership where everything business credit wise that I've ever offered will be put inside of that membership. It's supposed to be like a whole Black Friday thing. So it's valued at $10,000, but you guys, as long as you have the membership, you will get access to it, a lifetime access to it for $47, right? So my business credit blueprint university, which is $5,000. Vendors book is going to be in there. Sam's Club $450,000 hack is going to be in there. EIN only power play is going to be in there, and a few other things. There's already a lot of videos and stuff in there already, but the most important part about it is that all of my old courses will be added into that $47 membership, because I'm getting more into AI. So I'll be redoing this and then making it into AI. Okay, so that's the sevenfigureframework.com. If you join that $47 membership, everything business credit wise you will get. Okay, let's see. The membership site is not working at the moment. I tried signing up today. Yeah, it's working just fine. Or you can maybe try to click the link in the bio, because you got to put the, so THE, so the number 7figureframework.com. Because I'm about to say, what is not working? No, it's there. It's there. It's working. I just typed it in. Okay, let's see. Where y'all go, YouTube? Oh, there you go. I just joined. Hey. I tried the link in the bio. Kimberly, is it working? Kimberly, you need to be, you're looking for a job. You need to be my social media assistant because you always helping a sister out. Thank you, Kimberly. Let's see, Instagram. Let me go to Instagram. You are looking for a job. Okay, we need to talk, because I need people that's going to be proactive like you, okay? Let me see the link in the bio, because I know we made some updates, so we might not have updated the, oh no, it's there, it's working just fine. Yeah, the link in the bio. Nelly, y'all not joining anything. Everybody has a choice. I don't want y'all to just join anything. I'm just answering people questions. But to the person that says about the bio, it's there, it's working just fine. The 7-figure framework, okay? Okay, how do I fix Experian? Oh, that's also another thing, y'all. We're dropping the dispute, the AI edition. So we're coming out with the AI edition version of the dispute ebook, how to dispute negative items off of your business using AI. Okay. So all of this stuff will actually probably be up and running by the date of the event, Saturday and Sunday. All right. But yeah, this bun, I just can't. This usually my bun be bunning, but I'm tired. Whatever. Um, let's see. I was saying, so how do I fix Experian? Do you know the steps? You don't have to get into the deep steps, but just something to point me in the right direction. Hey, Chris, how you doing, Chris? How you doing? So I was saying we're actually dropping the dispute ebook. We're redoing the dispute ebook, and it's going to be the AI edition. So how to dispute negative items off of Dun and Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax. AI edition using FTC laws, fair trading laws, the CFPB, Attorney General, right? I'm dropping a brand new ebook on that. But to answer your question, Chris, you can do two things. You can sign up for a paid account with Experian, which is probably your best option, and dispute the negative items off of your Experian. Okay. Second thing is you can download your report, which you will need a paid account to do anyway. So you might as well get a paid account. Or go to NAV, download your report and email Experian Dispute Department. Let them know that you have found some negative items on your profile that you don't know of, it doesn't belong to you, whatever. But we will have templates inside of that book on what to send out to them. If you have to take it to the Attorney General, what letters to send out to the Attorney General. But to answer your question in depth, that's your fastest option. Sign up for a paid account, dispute inside of there, or email Experian Dispute with your credit report, attach it, point out the flaws, and let them know. Okay. Hey, just joined in the AI Vehicle Challenge on the 11th or 12th. The 11th is the AI Millionaire Summit. On the 12th is the vehicles. I'm working on fixing my credit. Wonderful. What are some good retail credit cards I can get that I could liquidate the money off of? Well, that depends on where your credit is at right now. Y'all see how this bun is not bunning? And for some reason on YouTube, it's just showing up even worse. I'm gonna just leave the bun at this point. Okay. So what was the question? What are some good retail credits that I can liquidate? So you realize that just about any of your retail cards you can liquidate, because most of these stores have gift cards. Okay, Visa gift cards. You can buy Visa gift cards and liquidate those. You heard it from me first. You probably didn't hear it from me first. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Let's see. With the $47 membership, do you have a Zoom meeting? So we try to go live once a month, twice a month sometimes with Zoom meetings. Yes, that is correct. Some months we may not have any, depending on if I'm traveling. But because it's an exclusive membership, you guys obviously get access to me first. Okay. And in the first 100 people get in for $47. So once it fills up and it gets to 100 people, it's going to go up to $97. Not a big jump. Okay. Somebody said, unless we're typing it wrong, it's not working for me either. Yeah, I just went to it. It's working fine. So you have to put like THE, the number 7 figure framework. .com, maybe /homepage. Let me take our homepage and see if that makes a difference. Yeah, that didn't really make a difference. So yeah, it works just fine. Yeah, that worked just fine. Here you go. Thank you so much. When is the book coming out? So it's already out, but we're just redoing everything in the book. Well, it's not really out. So probably by Friday. No, probably by Wednesday. Whenever my designer finished with the cover. So either Wednesday or Friday. Yes, using EIN only. It's asking me to log in. You might be, it's asking me to log in. You might be logged in already, so it's working for you. Yeah, well, you have to pay for the membership in order for you to get in. Let me see. Join the membership. When you hit join membership, yeah, when you hit join membership, it takes you to subscribe for subscribe, right? Yeah, I just hit join. I logged out. I hit join. It's taking me to subscribe. But either way, I just put the link in the bio. Okay. In the chat, but it's also in my bio. Okay, let's see Instagram, what y'all got going on. Yes, directly to the site. Somebody said, I am in, I only see 4 courses under lessons. It's $47. Even if you saw one course in there, the value of it is already up. Okay. But no, all jokes aside, to answer your question, like I said, I will be dropping those videos in there. Okay. It's supposed to be a Black Friday thing, but we're dropping it before Black Friday. So probably by the end of the week or next week, you'll see those videos. Okay. We got you. I need a new assistant. Lots of stuff to do. Okay, let's see. All right, I just approved for those of you guys who Chris said exactly. Thank you for the information. I saw you at, oh yes, Coach K. Thank you for following. I appreciate you. The information here is invaluable. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I try to, y'all. When I go live, I don't not answer questions. Like, it is what it is. People always like, I'm giving out my source. Like, 10 out of 10, most of the people not going to listen anyways. You actually need more than one assistant at least till December. You know what? No, I don't. I got AI now. Okay. AI is taking over. But yes, I do need at least an additional assistant. I thank you. Drop these gems. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, y'all. I know it's getting late. Y'all got any more questions for me? Let me make sure I didn't miss nothing here on Instagram. I do. I need another assistant because I should have had somebody sending out sending out these emails for you guys already. But we got so much that we're working on, y'all. Brand new website, brand new products, everything AI edition. We got the summit coming up. We got the vehicle challenge coming up. We got speaking events. I wish I could have an on-site assistant to be like, hey, sit right next to me, do this, and this. Okay. Let's see. I meant for EIN only retail cards. credit cards for tier 2 that I could liquidate. Yep, that's exactly what I was talking about. That's exactly what I just gave you. The prices are excellent. I paid regular price, $47 the value. I purchased 2 vehicles in May and didn't step foot in the dealership. Had my vehicle ship run, people. I am here for the refresher. So the refresher is 147. Okay. The 47 is for Saturday, which is the AI Millionaire Summit. Regular price that you paid was $2,000, right? You got what, 2 vehicles under your business without stepping foot in the dealership. Either way, the value was still, great. I'm You're here in Vegas? Oh boy. Wow. Yeah, we definitely need to talk because yeah. Yup. Yup. What they be saying? Yup. Yeah, I notice every time I do my face, I go like this. Because you're not supposed to go like this. Like people do that. Push your face up, all right? Get that collagen in your body. Do you consider gas card tier 3? Correct. That is correct. Gas card is a tier 3. Okay. All right. Any additional questions, y'all? Because I know East Coast, y'all like, what is it, 10 something? And y'all be holding on with me, man. I appreciate y'all so much on the East Coast. Both are 2024, no money down. Talk your talk. Talk that talk, George. Congratulations, girl. I appreciate you so much. Congratulations on your 2 cars. Did you send us your cars, Kimberly, so we can highlight you? Did we highlight you already? Are you running them on Toro? Or are you doing private rental? There is no more VIP for Saturday. It's only general admission because it is Zoom. So when you click on the link, you will notice that there's no VIP tickets available for Saturday. Sunday is something very different. So make sure you get your tickets for Sunday, which is 147. So Sunday, 147, Saturday, 47. Okay. Chris said you can sleep when you're dead. Good point. I'll be saying the same thing. Yep, it's 10:29 on the East Coast. Okay. Should I try to get the Sam's Club MasterCard as a tier 4 after I get retail and gas cards? Correct. That is correct. I need to get my food truck. Let's do it, Crystal. Okay, after tier 3 with 2 gas card, what's next? You shouldn't just have 2 gas cards. Remember, 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. Okay, 5 tiers. 1 subscription, 2 retails, 3 gas cards, 4 credit card, 5 loans, 3 reporting to Dun & Bradstreet for you to get a PAYDEX score. 3 retail cards, that makes it 6. Then you move on to tier 3. 3 gas cards, 3 gas cards. Then you move on to tier 4. 3 credit cards, and then you move on to tier 5. The reason for that is, guys, the more you have, the higher your approval. Okay. Can you get approved for tier 4 with 1 gas card? You sure can. However, if you only have 1, your approvals might look like $1,000, right? Versus $100,000. That's a big gap. Okay. That is a huge gap. So just follow the blueprint. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Can you do it outside of threes? You can do everything outside of threes except for your Paydex score. You have to have 3 vendors reporting in order for you to get a Paydex score. Retail, you have to have 3 retail reporting before you go into tier 3. When you get to tier 3, do you have to have 3 gas cards? You don't have to have it, but I highly recommend it. Okay? Higher approval. Set your business up for success, not failure. Like, you guys will see a big difference. There was it was 3 students in my class. One got 100 and how much was it, Kimberly? If you even remember, it's like $123,000 in a gas card. Listen to me. $123,000 in one gas card. Another one was $76,000 in one gas card. Another was $45,000 on one gas card. So I want y'all to understand this. I never want to say people are telling y'all wrong information, because I'm not saying that to y'all. But what I'm saying to y'all is all the people that talk about no PG and then that stuff is BS and da is because these people do not do work. They're so used to fast money. I got good credit, let me go get $1 million. I got good credit, let me go PG this, PG that, PG this, PG that. But when you really understand the system and know how this works and you follow the tiers, everything is good, right? Everything is good. I was doing private rentals. I went to ship one back to Atlanta, so I need to see what new information is in the refresher before I do that. Best coach ever. Thank you much. You're welcome. If your business is on the right side of Google, can we apply for loans? I just must be getting tired, y'all, because okay. The question is, if your business is on the right side of Google, can we apply for loans? Okay, let's talk about it. Okay. Part of being on the right side of Google is business structure. Okay. Just being on the right side of Google is not enough. What does that business structure look like? What does that business profile look like? Is your business in a high risk category? Are you a high risk NIAC code? Is your business name high risk? Is the business set up and structured properly? Okay. What type of loans are we talking about? What is the business capability? So just saying on the right side of Google being enough to get loans, if it's only on the right side of Google and you have nothing else, you can do DSCR loans, which is based off of having a business plan, right? Minimum credit score is like 5 something. You can do that type of loan, right? You can do hard money loan, which I don't recommend. You can do CDFI lenders, right? Which has nothing to do with being on the right side of Google. Okay. So to answer your question, I don't really know where your business is at. But based on the example that I just gave you, you might want to look into that. I made a mistake and missed a payment on my Lowe's card. How can I fix that? Dispute it. I was about to say something, but I forgot I was on live. I was about to give you a major hack, but I forgot I was on live. I forgot I was on live. That's a conversation for a different day. That's good stuff. Thank you. She said, I'll say it for you, Dale Fluff. Coach P is the best, only person I have gotten results with. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Kimberly. 580 credit score. You need a 580 credit score for CDFI lenders or CDFI lenders, micro lenders, or DC, whatever the heck is called lenders. Structure is great, low risk, and very good. Structure is great, low risk, and very good. Then you got some options. If I can only go by what you're telling me, right? I can only go by what you're telling me. Okay, let's see over here. Okay, so who is this? Francisco, welcome in. So as I mentioned in the live earlier, that the Zoom will be sent out by Wednesday. If you do not get the Zoom by the end of day Wednesday, email orders at hersecretvault.net, which means that we did not get your purchase or we don't have your information. It could be an error on your information. Okay, we got you. Somebody said, I thought Sam's didn't do EIN only anymore. Okay. Okay, sure. Sure. If you say so. If you are given gems now, I can imagine in the course. I'm just saying. Do you plan to have another vehicle challenge soon? We got one on Sunday. We got one on Sunday. Your business have to be structured. Correct. Which two gas cards do I prefer? Don't have any preference because you got your tier one gas cards, which are gas cards that people don't know about, right? Like your 7-Eleven, your Valero, your A to B gas cards. Those are considered tier ones, right? They're not major gas cards. Major gas cards are more of like your Chevron, your Shell, your BPs. Those are your major cards, and you want to wait until tier 3 to apply for those. Any marketing advice without paying for ads? You know what? That's a great question. I have never ran ads, guys. In my whole career, I've never ran ads. Now, am I considering running ads? I am, right? Because you got to keep consistency coming in. Now, I've been consistent enough because I've built a great community, right? But ads is definitely the next level. So I would say marketing advice, always be open to learning. But when it comes to your community, always give more than what you get. Okay? Always give more than what you get. I go live not because I have to, because I want to, right? There's a lot of people in my community, and sometimes people just need an answer about something simple. It's not always about the dollar sign. So my marketing advice for you would be give more than you can get. Give more than you get, right? And then we always go back to, I don't know if you're religious, but we always go back to the Bible verses where it said, where God talk about giving with a cheerful, God loves a cheerful giver. Okay. I'm asking because they said they changed it. I did it my first business. Listen, they've been telling us that for what, 2 years now, 2-3 years? You can still get Sam's Club without PGing. I have seen so many people go to Sam's Club because these are the people like the social media influencers. They go to Sam's Club and they're like, look, I'm here with the Sam's Club rep. The rep said you can no longer PG. Then they put that on the internet and everybody's like, oh my gosh, I can't PG anymore. I mean, we have to PG now. And then you got somebody else going to Sam's Club and they're like, I just went into Sam's Club. I talked to the rep and the rep said we have to PG now. I told y'all. Okay, well, keep telling us because I ain't listening. I've seen like 3 videos of that where people go into Sam's Club and these people are supposed to be like influencers. They go into Sam's Club. The reps say, well, no, we changed it now to PG. If you changed it now to PG, why were you telling me last year I had to PG? Why were you telling me the year before I had to PG? Why were you telling me the year before that I had to PG? Why were you telling me the year before that I had to PG? Think about it. And still didn't PG. Right? And still didn't PG. If we listen to everything that everybody say to us without doing the work for ourselves, all the 70% of the things that I'm teaching to y'all, lying. 80%. 80% of the things I'm teaching to y'all is because I've done it and went through the process, and the other 20% is by learning by accident, right? So that nothing is on accident, right? So that pay by invoice, that was a hack that I came out with. Nobody else in the community was talking about that. Then all these other communities got a hold of my information that I was teaching, and they started teaching it. How did I know to do that? I did that by accident, right? Getting on, talking to the rep, like, man, what's up? Y'all said y'all was going to send me the invite. I ain't get no invite. And then they was like, oh, well, let's escalate it up. And then they sent me the invite. That's how I learned that. It was trial and error. I learned that. Nobody else. I learned that. And then I started teaching it to my community. And then my community was going into other communities and started teaching it. So then their community started teaching it. I'm just saying. Trial and error. Trial and error. She said they're teaching it wrong. But that, so y'all got to understand, this is why I go live, right? Because there's so much information that people come in the internet and they teach y'all, but nobody is really doing this. Nobody is really doing this. So it's just funny to me when I hear people get on live and then they're like, oh, no PG is crap. Them net 30, well, the net 30s, we knew that was dead. But all them subscription based, that's not gonna help you get to where you need to get to. But I ain't gonna say it. 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 Because it's kind of one of them things where it's like, show me the receipts. Show me the receipts. Y'all can come into my community, any of my communities, and y'all seeing not just one, not just two, not just 10, not just 20, not just 50, not just 100. Y'all getting hundreds of reviews in every one of my communities, down to my free communities. The one that's EIN only on Facebook, go into that community and watch the results. People talking about the stuff that they was getting from a free community. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But you got to understand, to each his own, right? Like I heard people talk about the magic merchant money, which is money from like PayPal, Stripe, what are they called? PayPal, Stripe, Square, Sizzle, right? That's what we call merchant money, but we call it magic merchant money. I hear so many people say, don't get that. The interest rates are too high. But who's paying back the interest rate? Not me. I have never been to the bank for a loan. Never. Am I getting ready to change up some things? Yeah, because I'm going bigger. I'm going into big real estate deals, right? And I need big capital. On-site capital, right? Absolutely. But Magic Merchant money is what kept my business growing. Yes, they may have given me 45,000 and they wanted five, not even 5,000 more. They may have wanted $2,500 back. Sure. But guess who's paying that? Not me. You getting 45,000 from here. You getting 63,000 from over there. You getting, how much was Sizzle? Sizzle was 40, I think it was 42,000 over here. Then you getting, what was that one? 10 something from over here. Yeah, they want a little interest back. But who's paying the interest? Never been to the bank for a loan. And I've been doing this for 5.5 years. I don't have no business loans on my business credit. I got some business credit cards. I ain't got no business loans. I didn't need it. And then some people are like, you could never have enough money. True. That's why I'm now switching gears, but I'm switching gears personally, right? So starting to get into like the world of PG. Oh, yeah, by the way, little surprise for y'all, for those of y'all who want to hear for my late night gems. I have a funding company, guys, that I just launched. It'll probably be ready next week. Okay. Now it is PG funding. Y'all know I've been running from that for the longest. But I just been learning so much, even down to like disputes, collections, all that stuff. But when times change, you gotta change. Now my focus is still no PG, don't get it twisted, right? But I have so many people that come to me for PG funding and I just transfer them to other people. I'm like, go to this person, go to that person, go to this person, go to that person. But now y'all gonna have a one-stop shop. Okay. All right, y'all. Any additional questions? Let's see. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, every time I step back here, this looks crazy. But when I come back into the light, I'm back to normal. Thank you all. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Any additional questions? Keep it in-house. Yes, ma'am. Yes. You know what it is? It wasn't necessarily keeping it in-house. If I'm going to be honest with y'all, because y'all know I'm an honest person. If I'm honest with y'all, is because I kept referring people to different people, right? Go here, then this person fall off. Go there, that person fall off. Go here, this person fall off. Go there, this person not responding. Go here, this person ain't got time. So if you don't got time to treat my people with the same respect that I treat them, I'm just gonna go ahead and open my own funding brokerage. So I have my own funding brokerage now, because I got tired of people dropping the ball on people. If one thing that y'all know about me, I'm big on customer service. Okay, huge on customer service. I'll be the one to issue you a refund before I allow you to talk shit to my staff. Excuse my language. Okay? Excuse my language. Okay? Not all money is good money. Okay? But I'll be the one. I've done that in my career 3 times. 3 times that I can count. Y'all got on them emails, started talking to my staff real crazy. And I said, just go ahead and issue a refund. Go ahead. Not all money is good money. You got to remember, my staff is still a part of my community, right? Everybody coming into my community, I treat people with integrity. Integrity. Everybody on this live right now, most likely y'all are familiar with who I am. And who I am on live is the same person who y'all meet in person. But one thing I do not do is deal with stupidity. So y'all see, I've done it on my live before. Some people come on my live and start talking crap, and guess what I do? Block, 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 and block. Not all money is good money. I am super humble But one thing I do not deal well with is disrespect. And I'm a Taurus. So we can cut people off fast and don't even think twice. Okay? I can think of 2 people in my community who have ever had an issue with me. One had an issue because that was their own fault and they still got a problem now, right? But people got to understand sometimes you have to have conversations, okay? I was getting ready to change my, what was it, the vehicle challenge group. So I started removing people from the private Facebook group to add them into what system are we going to use, Kimberly? I think it was it might have been WhatsApp or Telegram, something like that. And then the person thought I removed her purposely. And then she said, "Oh, you use me to be a speaker and you remove me." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Right? Again, sinking ship. Sinking ship. Because you didn't even ask a question. You just put yourself in a position to be, yo, people crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay. And then the person outside of that was a guy. It was like maybe 9 months of working with this man, stuff that I had no business doing. And then he had a situation, and then that turned into another situation. But one thing about me, I do not play with people, kids, and I do not play internet games. Okay. Yeah, I think it was Telegram. So I started removing people out of the Facebook group, and she thought it was something personal. But instead of messaging me when you were just a speaker for me, you took that personal. Like, oh, you took me out. That, girl, goodbye. Delete, block, decline. Y'all, let me tell y'all, I'm the most sweetest and humblest person that you guys will ever find in your entire life. Okay, let's see what y'all saying. Can I bring clients to your funding business? Absolutely. Oh, thank you, Joanne. I appreciate it. That's exactly what happened to me. I need a place for funding that I could depend on. Correct. So, yeah, I got to understand a lot of the times when I start a new business is because I got tired of people taking advantage of people. Okay. The only thing I haven't fully gotten into yet is credit repair because, Lord, but with AI, it's easier now, right? So we're probably going to build out a free AI tool, for credit repair where you guys can download your credit report and upload it inside the system for free, where we're going to show you guys how to do that on your own, right? But a lot of the times whenever I start a business is because I went through years of people just taking advantage of people, not doing what they said they have to do. And then that's a reflection. It's not really a reflection of me, but it is a reflection of me because I'm referring people to people. So that's how I started my funding business. So that business will be available, I want to say by next week sometimes, where you guys are able to go through the system to see if you guys, can get approved for funding. Hey, Han, good info. I do have a question. I currently have an 80 Paydex score. Congrats. But 40 experience score and no score on Equifax. You sure you don't have a score on Equifax? Business. Do I need higher experience and Equifax to apply for cars, for car loan, no PG? So I want to address a few things. If you have an 80 Paydex, how do you not have an Experian? Well, I can get that because you're probably using net 30 vendors from before, which was a one bureau reporting. Okay. Anytime you have a 40 on your Experian, there's something affecting your business. Okay. Because you don't just get a 40 on Experian. Experian is one of the easiest bureaus to build. And then with your Equifax, I don't know how you don't have anything on Equifax with an 80 Paydex score, unless you were using net 30s back in the days. But then you said that you have a 40 Experian. I would realistically have to see your profile because that's a little bit weird based on what I'm hearing you say. But if you're going to the bank for car loans, that's something very different. The way that we do it, none of that matters. Okay? None of that matters. Just to answer your question. No PG, no money down. But I will highly recommend that you start adding some 3 bureau trade lines. Highly recommended. 3 bureau trade lines. Okay? I have high 700 credit score with long credit history, and my sister has a business that's 5 years old. We want to go into business together, but but how can I be valuable to her? If someone can help. So Jay, there's a lot of different things right there, right? You got the credit, she got the knowledge. That's a power team, 50-50. Go 50-50 on the business. So you make 50%, she makes 50%, right? You got the good credit. You can move the business along faster by, again, if you decide to PG, that's completely up to you. But because you have the good credit, now you can go and open a bunch of like credit unions. Then you can do Chase. Chase has 3 credit cards. You can do Bank of America. You can do Navy Federal. Navy Federal have a pretty good system as well too. But I highly recommend opening a bunch of credit unions, letting it age for about 30 days. Put a couple of dollars in it, letting it age for about 30 days. But because you have the good credit, and do 50-50 on the business. Business credit repair. Yes. Yeah. So that's why we're going to drop the dispute ebook first with AI. And then we're going to do an AI powered business credit as well. NAV shows the same thing. So if NAV is showing 80 Paydex, 40 Experian, 0 Equifax, there's something wrong there. Okay, I use NAV. Thank you to get the 80. So, right. So that's also another thing, right? If you're saying that you use NAV to get an 80 Paydex, wait. I use NAV, thank you, to get the 80 Paydex score. I didn't any score I didn't have any score prior. Okay, so here's the thing. You cannot just have NAV to have an 80 Paydex score. You need 3 vendors reporting. Here's the thing about business credit, guys, that's different from personal credit. We do not need your permission to add trade lines. So if you went to the store and you put your business name and EIN somewhere, and they're going to report on your behalf. So it cannot just be NAV. You need 3 trade lines to get an 80 Paydex score. This is why it's also confusing that you said that you don't have an Equifax score, because if you have NAV is a 3 credit reporting bureau, which means that they populate on Equifax as well too. So I will highly recommend disconnecting your Equifax and re-adding your Equifax, okay? Because you can do that inside of NAV. Go inside of NAV right now, disconnect your Equifax, and then re-add your Equifax. It's hersecretvault.net, not .com, .net. I don't know why you dropped it. Thank you in advance for dropping it, but it's .net. I didn't see whoever asked the question, but it's .net, okay, not .com. But yes, go into Equifax, disconnect your Equifax, and restart your Equifax. Because if you have an 80 Paydex score, you have at least 3 bureaus reporting, and you have to have an Equifax score. So go into it right now and disconnect it and let me know. Okay, let's see. Hello, it's me. Whoa, sounds perfect. Thank you, Queen. But I'm just confused on how will I apply with her business info, because I see they ask different questions on application. Yes. So the way that you apply is that you have to be added onto the business. Okay, she has to add you onto the business. So, for instance, my daughter is 50-50 partner in one business with me right now. We open a business account for her business, but obviously they have to talk to her because unfortunately she 18 now, y'all. That be getting on my nerves. Every time I call the bank, they're like, she 18. We got to talk to her. No, talk to me, right? But they're like, oh, she 18. So with the bank, because we were 50-50 partners, they can either talk to me or they can talk to her, right? But they had to talk to me because obviously I'm the adult. I give them the information, and they didn't need her to be on the business. So the same exact thing with you. This person needs to add you as a 50% owner, 50-50. Okay, because when you do 51-49, it takes away from you being able to do stuff. Not that you want to do stuff on your own. So I want to make sure I'm wording that properly. But it takes away from you being able to be the primary person. It's like you're now operating as a PG, but you're operating as a PG off of this person saying yes. Okay. Let me know if that makes sense. Insurance also allow banks to take you more seriously. Banks look for you to have Keyman insurance lenders. No, okay. Definitely going to do 50-50 with a contract. Absolutely. So a contract is different. You still need to be added onto the business. So that's a lot of y'all problem. Y'all do, not y'all problem, but y'all do y'all, I just cannot. This bun is not working with me today at all. Okay. A contract is one thing, right? But you remember, contracts can be voided. Businesses can be voided as well, too. Yes. But it can be dissolved based off of two people agreeing, right? So make sure that that person puts you as a 50% equal partner. I can't tell y'all how many people I dealt with that says that, yeah, I thought I was a 50% owner on the business, and it's public information. So just pull up the Secretary of State and see who the owners are, right? So don't just take somebody's word for it. I need to see this information, right? Or you can still do a contract, but you have shares. So in the back of your corporate veil protection book, okay? Corporate veil protection book. This is my daughter's book because it was the closest one back. Okay. So corporate veil protection. You see these things back here? Stock certificates, right? Stock certificate. So this is what you call corporate veil protection. So the funny thing about it is that I had made a video on this probably about a year ago where I was showing people, and let me rephrase that, membership certificates, right? Where I was showing people that as an LLC, you have something called membership certificates, right? Which is also like a stock certificate. Everybody got on my Insta, not everybody, but you had people in the industry who knew what they were talking about, got on my live, and they was like, LLCs don't use stock certificate. Y'all, closed-mindedness, okay? This is what you call a membership certificate, okay? There's a bunch of them back here, okay? It's a couple of them. All of these are membership certificates, okay? There's a lot of them. As you said, it's kind of moving kind of weirdly, okay? Membership certificate. Every time you add a member in your business, you need to issue the member a membership certificate. Yes, this is an LLC, guys. Don't get it confused with stock certificates, right? Stock certificates are more of S Corps and C Corps, right? Well, corporations, I should say, more of like C Corps. But there's something called membership certificate, okay? Membership certificate. 22, 23, 24, 25. Damn, my daughter has had this business for 3 years. That's crazy. She about to be 4-year-old business. That's also another thing, y'all. When it comes to these businesses, start these businesses early and then let them age, okay? Because now she turned 18. She has a 4-year-old business. 4-year-old business. That she just got her first credit card. Well, it was personal credit card. We're doing a bunch of what's it called, guys? Credit unions. We're doing a bunch of credit unions for her right now, for her business, right? Where she can now go and use business credit to invest into real estate. My daughter needs to have at least one. I'm gonna give her one. I said two. At least one real estate property by the time she turns 19, or within her 19, when she turned 19, within that time frame, right? Because if you look at Detroit, Michigan, Detroit has properties as low as $500. Now you got to do some rehab, right? They got some properties for $1,000, some properties for $2,700. If you look at Cleveland, Ohio, got properties from the auction for $2,000, $1,000, right? One credit card can pay for that property for her to buy it. Then we got to go take out a I never know. I always mix up the letters. DFCR loan. There you go. Thank you. Debt to income ratio loan, whatever. No. What is it? Let me write it down. DSCR. There we go. DSCR loan, right? That is a loan that they will give you 90% of the value of the home. So if the value of the home is, I don't know, let's say she bought one for 27 and the house value like 60,000, they will give you 80% of that. Right? Thank you, DSCR. 80% of that loan they will give her. Right? So she has to put in the other percent, and she can use business credit for that, right? So this is called, I can't show y'all that. She got her personal information on there. My bad, y'all. 1 second. Right? Membership certificate. Let me see. Can y'all see that? Look. Let me go down. Membership certificate. Okay? Membership certificate. Let me bring it down. Okay? It's important that you guys stay in compliance with your business. Stay in compliance. If you guys do not know, 90% of LLCs get audited. Now, it's a little bit different because the government is in a shutdown, right? And with Trump in office, they're not worrying about the little things right now, right? But remember, this too shall pass, okay? This is what you call corporate veil protection. Now that she turns 18, well, not now because we were doing it before, but we do all of her meetings. So every year we have a meeting, a board of directory meetings, and we record this in here. The business allowed her to do bank accounts because now we have to update this information, right? Because we're opening up bank accounts. So we need to put in here that the business allowed her to do bank accounts. The business allowed her to do cell phones. The business allowed her to do credit cards. So if ever, God forbid, right, we got our corporate veil protection. But if ever she was to be audited, God forbid, and the only thing we do when that auditor walked in is we do this. We say, "Hey, Mr. Auditor, thank you for stopping by. How you doing?" Right? And then the auditor was like, "Well, we see you got business vehicles. We see that you have like 100 business vehicles under your business. What is happening here?" Well, blah, blah, blah. Mr. Auditor, here's my corporate veil protection. That auditor is going to do this. Well, Miss Edwards, it was nice doing business with you. Have a good day. It was good doing business with you, ma'am. Oop, not the phone falling over. It was great doing business with you. We thank you so much for coming in. Have a nice day. We're sorry for wasting your time. Look, when you don't have stuff like this will shut down audits at any given time, y'all. Corporate veil protection. For those of y'all who can see, look how many of those we have under there. But did y'all see the orange doggy? Say hi, Louie. Say hi. Say hi. Oh my gosh, the bun, y'all, look, y'all, the bun is just don't want a bun. Okay? Hey, buddies, come. Come on. Come up. Right? So that shuts down audits at any given time. Okay? Okay, let's see. How can I get a membership certificate? So you have to get what you call corporate kit. It's called corporate kit. Okay? I always recommend to you guys Laughlin and Associates. Just let them know that Patrice sent you. Okay? Ask for Wayne. Ask for Wayne. Tell Wayne Patrice sent you. That's Laughlin and Associates. LAUGHLIN and Associates. Okay? Look them up. Call them. Ask for Wayne. Say, hey, Wayne, Patrice told me to give you a call. I'm looking to get my corporate veil protection black book. Wayne will take care of it for you. Okay? Now, here's the thing. Can you get this book on Amazon? Yes. But the reason that I would say not to get it on Amazon, because you're paying the same price anyways, is because now you have a corporate compliance team. Laughlin Associates now turns into your corporate compliance team. So if you want it every month, every year, what happens is that you will get an email from them saying, and most likely it will be Crystal, saying, hey, Patrice, how you doing? We just checking in. Do you have anything that you need us to update in your books today or this month, right? If you made any changes with your business, because remember, you are different from the business is different from you. Okay? So anything you do with the business, you open a business bank account, you need to record that. If you open 2 or 3 more business bank account after that, you need to record that. If you get a business credit card, you need to record that. Every business credit card you get, you need to record that. You got a business address, you need to record that. You get a what else? An office, you need to record that. You buy laptops for your business, you need to record that. Okay? Remember, you are different from the business is different from you. You are just a manager in the business. You are a member of the business. At any point in time of that business want to say, hey, we want to put somebody else in place, we're putting somebody in place, right? It was so funny because I spoke at Stocks and Stilettos event this weekend, right? The 2025 Stock Sister Summit, which is, showing people how to get stocks. So there's people there who own hotels, and it was all Black people that own hotels, right? And part of my presentation was, so how many of you guys own a business in here? And everybody was like, me, I own a business. I said, okay. I said, all right. I'm gonna ask the question again. I say, how many of you guys own a business in here? And everybody raised their hand and own their hand. And I said, okay. I said, oh, you own a business? And it was like, yeah. Everybody's like, yeah, I own a business. No, you do not. You are a member of that business. You are a manager of that business. And everybody was like, oh, yeah, that's right. So throughout the summit, there was like different speakers, like Miss Rosina came in. And then there was somebody who owned a hotel. Excuse me. And they were asking them, so how many of you guys own businesses? Yo, the whole room, nobody put their hand up. Everybody turned to me and looked at me, yo, dying laughing, right? Because You have to understand when to say you own and when you don't own, right? You go to the banks, you get audited. You're just a member of the business. But the whole entire room turned around and looked at me. They was like, I ain't putting my hand up. But at that point in time, with Miss Rosina, she was trying to get to a specific point. If you own a business, you should have a trade line, but nobody wanted to raise their hand. And the other person that I was asking them, I think it was funding, but everybody was like, I don't own no business. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. But anyways, back on track. Let's see. Okay, let's see. I attempted to open a business checking account with Navy Federal and was denied because answered some questions incorrectly. Absolutely. How long do I have to wait to reapply? So here's the thing with Navy Federal. Absolutely. You have to know what to say to Navy Federal. Okay. I literally got on the phone with them today and the guy was like, well, what do you do? I was like, management consultant. And he was like, well, it can just be management consultant. I said, yes, it can. It's just management consultant. He was like, well, can you like give me a description? Sure. I teach entrepreneurs how to grow and scale their business. So as I'm talking to him, he was like, can you repeat that? I was like, I teach entrepreneurs how to grow and scale your business. He was documenting that because depending on your answer, that's going to let them know if you can open the account or not. You guys put your business in high risk categories. And when you try to open a bank account with Navy Federal and it gets denied, it gets denied. It gets denied. That's it. Okay, I get it. Definitely makes sense. So could you update the bureaus or throughout online, or we're having operating agreement? Operating agreement is enough because it's confusing me on how they will know I am 50-50 by time I apply. So the bureaus are, okay, so who is that? Jay, I really want you to understand how this works, right? So the bureaus is different, right? From credit card type companies that will be asking you how many percentage of the business that you own. There's levels to this, okay? Kind of like going back to what we talked about, the PG and the no PG, right? There's levels to this. We have to know when to give them our social and when not to give them our social. It's the same exact thing on what you're talking about. So I don't want to confuse you, but there are going to be some places that's going to ask you for that. Like you opening a bank account, they're going to say, are you a 100% owner or are you 50% owner? Right? And at that point, you put 50-50. So you and the person become authorized signers. Remember, when we sign these applications, we put at the end of the application manager or president. It takes away the liability from you and shift it back on the business. When you guys go and you sign for these vehicles, at the end of your signature, put manager or president. It shifts the responsibility, even though it's no PG, but it shifts the responsibility from you back onto the business. Okay? So those questions, who is that? So I'm live on two different platforms. I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on Instagram. So I'm answering YouTube first and I'm going to circle back to Instagram. That's why you're not seeing those questions. And do S Corps get stock certificate? Yes. Hey, Stacy, I need to get some business funding. Okay. Which banks are the best to open a business bank account with? Credit unions. I would start with local credit unions. Wherever the business is, I would start with local credit unions. But Navy Federal, America First, and then look for a bunch of, why are you in my face, bro? You want to fight? And then and then look for a bunch of can I help you? Are we having a stare down? Gosh. And then look for a bunch of local credit unions, okay? Let's see. You dropping heat always. Love catching your information live. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it. You're welcome. Okay, let's see. Let me go to Instagram now. Let me see what y'all saying. You're welcome. Guys, on Instagram, if I miss y'all questions, if I'm not reading it, please just redrop your question. After paying for Experian Business, if we want to dispute, what is something we should say when disputing vendors? You don't recognize the vendor. You don't recognize the whatever the product is. What's the name again? Laughlin and Associates. When I'm setting up my business, do I put in the owner on the articles? President. After paying for Experian Business. Okay, I read that already. Yeah, Navy Federal, y'all gotta be super careful. Definitely tell the truth, right? 100% tell the truth, but everything is management consultant. I literally taught on this today. I mean, this weekend. When opening a bank account, the reason why we use a NIAC code management consultant, which is 541611, is because everything we do fall under management consultant. The Frenchie doing the same thing over there. These dogs be killing me. Okay. I need your vehicle book good. You read my vehicle book. Good stuff. Thank you. You need to get in the vehicle challenge this weekend, though. Game changing for y'all. Yes, the dog is burnt orange. I'm sorry, but I got a ad when you answered my question earlier. What are some tier 2 retail store you recommended? Think like Sherwin Williams, Lowe's, Home Depot, what's they call? Sam's Club store card, not the MasterCard, the store card. But think retail, anything retail, Lowe's and stuff like that. Where are you going, sir? Your skin is going. Thank you. I appreciate it. May I ask if I paid for Experian Business as I'm disputing? Oh, okay. Wait, did I read that already? May I ask if I paid for Experian Business as I am disputing? What should I say in the dispute letter to have vendors removed? I answered that already. Did you get the answer to that question? Did you hear me answer that? If not, you want to get that. I mean, we also have a dispute ebook coming out showing you guys how to dispute with AI, where we dispute as far as going up to like the Attorney General's office. What's the deadline to book a a seat for this weekend vehicle challenge? 48 hours before, because I'm gonna cut it off because a lot of people try to get in last minute. Because y'all be having me running around with a chicken with my head cut off. What I said was putting you don't recognize a vendor. But we have the dispute ebook coming out with dispute ebook disputing or for the bureaus with using AI. And then on top of that, I dropped the dispute video on YouTube. So go to YouTube and watch the in-depth video. Okay, let's see. Can I get a fuel card now that I just started my corporation? Yes. So you want to get what you considered your basic fuel cards. You do not want to do your major fuel cards. Your major fuel cards you don't get until tier 3. That's your Chevron, Shell, BP, those players. But right now you can apply for A to B. You can apply for Valero, 7-Eleven, Sunco, Racetrack, there's one or two other ones. Oh, thank you so much for the tip. I appreciate. I didn't even know YouTube could do that, but thank you. I appreciate it. But yes, so those are cars that gas cars that's not considered high tiers, right? When you think of gas car, think of like the major gas cars. Like everybody knows Chevron, everybody knows Shell, everybody knows BP, right? Do not apply for those until tier 3 because you will either get small limits like $200 or they may ask you to put a deposit down, okay? But do not apply for those gas cards until you get to tier 3, okay? Can you tell me where you're trying to go, sir? Are you falling? Say hi to the people because I'm about to put you down. You coming down? Great. Wonderful. Oh, thank you. Thank you guys so much for the tip. I appreciate it. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I didn't even know that YouTube could do that. But thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Let's see. Skin always glowing. Facts. Thank you. And y'all, I just started using Korean skincare products. So I can tell y'all the last time I wore makeup. Well, I don't really use makeup anyways, but that Korean skincare, no joke. Okay. Okay, let's see. I definitely would like a call with you because you always understand all money isn't good money, right? So that means you not chasing it. I love supporting like-minded individuals. How can I get a call? Yes, that is true. Not all money is good money, y'all, because my skin glow because I don't stress. Okay. Sometimes I have clients that I have to drop clients because look, you know what? I ain't gonna lie about that. I've never had to drop a client, right? Because I know how to deal with people for the most part. But I've never had to drop a client. Like officially like drop a client because I know how to deal with people. So I know how to kind of like bring it back, keep people calm. But if you come at me strong before you even join, oh no, you getting blocked. So you can't even book for me. Okay, a call. What kind of call you need, Jay? So I have a one-on-one that we can do is like a 3-hour hire Patrice for the day call. That's thebusinesssystemcoach.com. So thebusinesssystemcoach.com, where we can get we can look at your business, help you out for like 3 hours. We will be together where you can hire me for the day. I'm also going to be in New York City on the 21st and the 23rd. So if you guys are in New York City and you guys want to hire me for the day, I will have in person in New York October 21st and October 23rd. I can only take 4 people because it's longer session, so I can do 2 per day. So if you guys are interested in sitting down with me in New York City when I come to New York City, you can go to the Business System Coach and go to in person. Go to in person and you can book me in New York City when I come to New York City. You can also go to that same site if you want to do it virtually. So if you want to do it virtually, that's fine as well too. Just do not book the in-person, book the virtual and we'll get on a Zoom. So every time I go to a different state, that website will be updated. Okay, let's see. Should we fill out Home Depot and Lowe's in person or can we do it? You can do it online now. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Oh, that was so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes. Thank you so much. Hey, excuse me. Hey, what video of yours would you recommend me starting if I was to help someone take their LLC more serious? So, what video of yours would you recommend me starting if, I guess you meant to say starting off, I'm thinking, I was to help someone take their LLC more serious? Um, I mean, anything on YouTube that's free, right? Because YouTube, I talk about business in general. So if you have time to binge watch it for free. Or what you can do is you can join my $47 membership, because everything that I taught in my business for the last 5 years, except for the vehicle challenge, will be added into the $47 membership. So the Extreme University, which is $5,000, that's literally top to bottom on how to start a business, run a business, build business credit for the business, so on and so forth, will be added into that $47 membership for the first 100 people. Okay. So you basically get a $10,000 value for $47. So you can do that if you just want to go directly, if you want to go straight to the videos, or just get on YouTube. You can get on YouTube for free, watch all my videos, go back and binge watch my videos. But you got to remember, a lot of things have changed in the industry. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Or you can just join the $47 membership and take advantage of the value of $10,000, because I'm switching more into AI. So everything that I'm teaching now, I'm going to be redoing it, but into the AI version of it. The information is still good, but I'm getting more into AI, like I said. Can I join your community and get a step-by-step plan to structure my business correctly so I get the funding? Yes, Stacy. Yes, I would recommend a $47 membership for that. Because once I put those videos in there, that's literally step-by-step on how to structure your business. And you have access to that for a lifetime. Plus, you get access to a bunch of different videos. We do once a month Zooms inside of there. So I would recommend that. I am in New York. This is literally like God sent. Yes, Jay, I love it. I am booking the in-person ASAP. Yes. Sorry, I was typing fast. No problem. Any starter cards that you suggest for a trucking business? What type of starter cards? What type of cards are we talking about? Do you ever come to New Jersey, South Jersey, more specific? No, I used to live in New Jersey. But have I been back? I haven't been back in New Jersey yet. No. $47. I'm getting in before these prices go up. Yeah, the price is only going to go up after we reach 100 members. After we get 100 members, then it's going to go up to 97. Is the $47 membership a school community? So it's like school, but it's not in school. So it's in Go High Level. So Go High Level have its own private community, but yes, it's like school. It's like a spin-off of the school. So yes, understandable. I definitely need to get that. Absolutely. I'm about to join. Okay, no problem. When are you coming back on IG Live? I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be live with Edwina, who's going to be talking about AI twins on October 11th. I'm excited about that. So I'll be back tomorrow on live with her as I'm like interviewing her. Yes, $47 a month. That is correct. So yeah, a lot of the stuff that we have on the site is no longer there. All those structure books and stuff is actually inside of the $47 membership. So a lot of that stuff will just be added in there. We're going out with the old and in with the new. I love this for her, but me, I am overwhelmed. No, don't be overwhelmed. Girl, they have you glowing. No harsh chemicals. Absolutely. Is there an ebook that tells you how to structure the business from start? Yes. And that's actually a free free no structure. Yeah, if it's just structuring the business, that's a free ebook that we have. Do you eat, dream, and sleep business credit? Absolutely. How do you remember this information? You know what it is? I'm gonna be honest with you, all right. So when I was younger, my parents put me in like a slow school because they thought I was slow. So they used to send me to like the school for the slow people. So because everybody learns different. I'm the type of person like once I learn something, I learn it is here. Right? It's like almost very hard for me to forget what I learned. Right? And I always take it and make it into my own. This is why I go live so often because the more that you talk about it, the more you remember it. So this is why I also teach the way I teach. This is why I have so much patience when I talk to people because everybody learns differently. Did you answer the question about using virtual assistants? Need a good one. I didn't see the question. I am actually on Sunbiz now. Do I put my home address? Never your home address. Absolutely not. Your home address is public information. If you tell me the business name right now, I can go look at the business and see where you live. You need a corporate address. Just redrop your question for me, Kimberly. Yeah, I definitely retain the information for sure. Start a fuel cards for trucking. Yeah, so the ones that I just gave you guys, A to B gas card, Valero, 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven, Valero, A to B, Valero, 7-Eleven, Racetrack, um, Racetrack. I just give y'all a bunch of them. I don't Racetrack. Start with those four. There's a few others, but just start with those. So I'm back on live tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 5 p.m. PST time. But it won't be a live like this. I'm actually excuse me, I'm actually interviewing the girl who does AI twins. So it will be very different. Okay. Let's see. Thank you, Daniel. So when you say not for trucking, so fuel card is fuel cards. I'm not sure what you're referring to. As long as you have a gas station, you got fuel cards. You can use it at the diesel or anything. Do you still offer a business coaching course? Business coaching course or one-on-one? Because when you say business coaching, that's more one-on-one, but you said course. So business coaching, yes. It is called what thing is that under? I don't be remembering things like this, but I remember all this other information. One-on-one mentorship. One-on-one mentorship. Oh, it's under bossesbuildbusinesscredit.com. When you type in bossesbuildbusinesscredit.com, it's one-on-one mentorship. If that's what you're asking. Okay, let me come over here. Will you be discussing more in detail during this summit about using virtual assistants? I missed the live with Runway and I need a good VA. You can ask Runway is your system, guys, or where to get them. So many scams out there. Yep, Runway is your person, but you can find them on Upwork. You can find them on Fiverr. You just gotta vet people. Any site you go to, you gotta vet people. There's also a college one. So there's one I use down here in Vegas, but it's for college students, like people who have to go through college credits. So like it's basically free internship that they have to do. But look at you're in Vegas, duh. So look at uh Las Vegas. What's the name of that? It's basically your Las Vegas college. I forgot the exact name of it. But they call them, and they will send you to the site where you can get their students as interns. You can definitely get their students as interns for sure, 100%. Okay, so make sure that you guys do that, because you can do Upwork, you can do Fiverr. We do a lot of colleges where we go. Yeah, there you go. UNLV. Yeah, University of Las Vegas. There you go. So I use University of Las Vegas because we can get interns from them without having to pay them. It's not that we don't want to pay them, but they have to like go through their schooling. So it's like college credit in order for them to graduate. Okay? How much do you have to spend with the tier one? These are subscription-based vendors, guys. I needed them in Las Vegas. Yep, you got it. If your business was messed up years ago, do you clean it up or just start a new one? It just depends. If it can be clean, just clean it. But this is why you don't just have one business. We have multiple businesses. So if something is being worked on with one business, you build the other business, and you build the other business, you build the other business. You're welcome. I thank God for you. Many people won't take time with us. Bless you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And this little piece of hair is herring over here. Y'all, I just cannot. I absolutely cannot. Okay, let's see. Okay, is it true that if you create 3 businesses, you can follow the same structure for each? Absolutely. And stack business credit? Absolutely. You're a type A. Teaching how to become a business coach. Oh, yeah. Oh, so you mean, yeah. So I don't officially have that up. We need to put that up. So we working on build. Thank you for reminding me of that. Yeah, we're rebuilding the website, so we will put that on there. So thank you so much for reminding me of that. If it's something that you want to do, just send over an email to orders@hersecretvault.net and we can get you in. Okay. But yes, it is something that I still do. And with all this new AI information, whew, better question, I guess. Can I use these starter fuel cards at the truck stops? Yeah, it's gas cards. So like A to B, you can, yes. The other ones you have to use at those particular gas stations. But A to B, you can, yes. You can also actually use A to B to book motels as well too. So like how you guys with truckers, they have to like stop off and sleep or whatever. You can use it for that too. Overthinking. Wait, what happened? What I miss? Oh, with the fuel. Okay, got it. No, I mean, not really overthinking. Everybody, learns different. I think you know exactly what to do. My brother just listened clearly to the queen. She given the answers already. It's all right, guys. Um, do you believe in buying aged corpse for faster aging? No, for faster access. Now, Jay, my main man, okay? You see them things under there? Them things under there is called age corporations. Them things under there is called age corporations. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bro, absolutely. Now, don't get me wrong. Not all of them is age corporations. Okay, not all of them. Y'all got to be careful with them age corporations, though. Because there's some public sites, and when you guys buy them from the public, the banks can see that. If you want age corporations, go to Laughlin and Associates. They also sell age corporations. Ask for Brent. Okay? Ask for Brent. People are selling these things for 15,000, 20,000. Go to Laughlin and Associates and ask for Brent. Tell Brent Patrice referred you. Yes, A to B. Speak on age corporations. So, the thing with age corporations, guys, you have to be careful. There's a site that's definitely overpriced. There's a lot of public sites selling age corporations, and you should not buy public sites from. You should not buy age corporation from public sites, because this is access that the average person can go and look on and see that you guys bought an age corporation, aka the bank, right? And they can see that you guys bought age corporation, and that works against you. Okay, you need to buy age corporation from private sellers. There is a site called whois.com. Okay, who is. If you go to who is, banks can see who did it. Okay, same exact thing with GoDaddy. GoDaddy has who is.godaddy.com, where you can see domains, okay? Because you also want to get an age domain. I'm going to give y'all a little tip, a little trick, a little hack. Not a trick, it's a hack, okay? GoDaddy has domains, okay? People buy domains and then they let the domain slip and slide, take it to the house, okay? Go buy you an age domain, okay? So remember, with age corporations, we can do a name change. Now, if you do a name change on that corporation with an age domain, now you have an age domain and an age website. So when banks go to things like who is, they see that you have an aged company. Because how do you have an aged domain? Excuse me, how do you have an aged corporation with a brand new domain? That was a little, I hope y'all caught that. Then what y'all can do is, because the banks has another website, right? They have another website where they can see but how many people are coming to your website. How many clicks you're getting. Once you purchase that age domain and you get your age website, go into Build Business Credit EIN only, drop your domain in there, your website, and ask people to check out your website. When those people go to check out your website, Now you're getting a bunch of clicks to your website that was not there before. Y'all didn't hear it from me. Y'all did not hear it from me. Good evening, Patrice. How can we find out about the age domains? Like, what do we Google? So it's whois.godaddy.com. She says, say it again. Nope, you ain't hear it from me. Are you leaving the live up? On YouTube, yes. YouTube, I'll leave it up, but not Instagram. Repeat the last part, please. So, you guys know I have a free Facebook group. Okay. So, inside of my free Facebook group, drop your website. Drop your website and basically tell people, hey, I just started a website. I would love to get you guys feedback on my brand. Pay attention. Pay attention. Okay. I would love to get you guys feedback on my website design, on my website color, on do you like the website? Okay. There are over 10,000 plus people inside of that Facebook group. When you drop your website in there, you're going to get all these people clicking on your website to say, oh, yeah, that's nice. Free clicks. Exactly what the banks like to see. Guess what I'm going to be doing? I am revamping my entire. Who's that laughing? I'm going to be revamping my entire website. So, guess what I'm going to be doing when I finish revamping my website? I'm going to drop my website inside of my own community. And I'm going to say, hey guys, just revamp my website. Would love to get your feedback on the new products on the site. No need to purchase, just want to get your feedback. Click, 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 click. But y'all didn't hear it from me. I am doing that tonight. Exactly, Kimberly. But this is mostly for people who have an age domain, right? Because when the banks, because remember the banks have all these different systems that they can go into to see things that you don't know the average person can go in and see yourself, right? But for the age domains, do that. It helps you a lot. Okay? Bring the sheets. This church is hot tonight, right? The preacher is up. Y'all know anytime we get on late night, it be late night gems for real. Because the people that's supposed to be here at nighttime, y'all gonna be here. Okay? No cap, she's so selfless. That's a real boss. Thank you. What's your Facebook name? What's the Facebook? Let me ask my assistant. 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 Let's see. Building business credit EIN only. Okay? Building business credit EIN only. Make sure it's me, guys, because there are a lot of fake accounts. So it's building business credit EIN only. There's a purple and black image that has my photo on it. Okay? It has about 10,000 plus people in there. This for another business I have, but haven't started building. It's 4 years old and just been sitting. Absolutely. Go get your clicks. Go get your clicks. One thing that confuses me is the age documents. With the Age Corp, does the Laughlin come with everything we need? Wow, absolutely. All right, man. Y'all finna let me okay. All right, let's talk about it. I need some chapstick. My lips is dry. Hold on, y'all. Okay. I got the chapstick on now. Y'all know it's finna be a wrap. Okay? I got the chapstick. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Age corporations. All right? Age corporation. So, let's be clear. When you do your paperwork with Laughlin, Laughlin is a compliance company. Okay? Now y'all got me up. Y'all got me up. Laughlin is a compliance company. Laughlin can go back and date your business as far back as it needs to go, right? Because remember, it's kind of like taxes, right? So we file taxes, but if we don't know that for the last 2-3 years we're supposed to file taxes, what happened? We don't file taxes because so many people say, well, I didn't make any money. Do I have to file taxes? And this is like 5 years later. So now we got to go back, or not we, but an accountant or EA needs to go back 5 years and file your taxes for the last 5 years, right? There's no difference here. So when you get your age corporation, you get bylaws, okay? Your bylaws are the very first thing that's inside of your age corporation, okay? Your bylaws. Your bylaw states that where the business was incorporated, the business address, all that information, articles of directors, so on and so forth. Okay. Then the bylaws jumps into our articles of incorporation. Okay. Articles of incorporation is going to show us what? It's going to show us the year the business started. Now, if you did a business name change, okay? If you did a business name change, it's going to say whatever the old business was in 2025, 2014, or whatever. It's going to show you the name of the business, and then it's also going to show you the name that it was changed into. It shows you the amount of shares that you have, which with corporations is usually 2,000 shares. Okay, 2,000 shares, right? It's going to tell you, who was a part of the business before. So one of the questions that the banks asked me is that I said I bought a company, right? So I knew somebody who was selling a company and I bought it from them. Age corporation, right? I didn't just go and start a company. And again, knowing what to say when you go to the banks, y'all. All right. So that's one thing. Also inside of here, it comes with all of the documentation that you're going to need. If you did a name change, it tells you when you did the name change, what the business name was before, and it shows you all of your past information. So the person who asks about documentation, all your documentation is right here. And I just can't show that to you guys for obviously personal reasons. But all of your information is here. They will go back and backdate your information. So even if you have a business now, they can go back as long as you have this corporate kit and you buy that service, they can go back and backdate this paperwork for you for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever, right? From there, we have our minutes, okay? Our minutes are the most important part. The business was transferred to this person at this time. The business did this. The business started in Wyoming. The business switched management. The business got a car. The business got a cell phone. The business got a whatever, okay? This is your minutes. We have tons of minutes in here. So kind of going back to the question that you just asked me, right? Obviously, I can't show you guys the front for personal reasons. But There's tons of documents in here that was not backdated because they were keeping track of it. But it's tons of documentations. And let me just go like this. It's tons of documentations in here that we had to get done. Okay, so it's probably about 50 pages in here, if not more. 50 pages of actions of written consent. The board of directors, right? So the undersigned represents all the major board of directors for the company within the board of directors, okay? Then this one is the entertainment reimbursement. Okay, so this first one is education reimbursement. Anytime I pay for education, I get reimbursed for that because my corporation says so. Okay. Entertainment reimbursement. Anytime I pay for entertainment, meaning that I need to go to a game or something on the company because the company allowed me to do that because it helped me find new clients, right? If I pay for entertainment, the board of directors say that the company allowed me to get to do this, okay? Then you have authorized, and I'm just going to read a couple. You have authorization. What is this? Authorization of donation policy. So every year I'm responsible for donating a certain amount of money at the end of the year. Okay, let me see what numbers they have here if I can see it. The board of directors has determined that making charitable contribution will benefit the corporation and the community. Resolving that the president is authorized. I am the president that's authorized, right, to do this. Charitable donations. This one is reimbursement for personal credit cards for business usage. As a president, sometimes as the president, we have to go into our personal funds to be able to fund the company. But guess what? The business allowed me to do this, okay? Reimbursement of personal credit card and business usage. Board of directors has determined that the corporation needs to cover the business expenses charged to said card. So basically, my card, the board of directors allow me to do this. Commingling. You remember we talked about commingling. A lot of y'all are commingling your business and your personal without proper documentation. This is no longer commingling. The board of directors for this company authorized me to do this. This is not commingling. I got authorization, while a lot of you guys are commingling your money. Okay? Authorization of corporation credit cards. What is this one? Or corporate credit card. The business allowed me to get corporate credit cards. Y'all, come on now. Come on. We're in 2025. Y'all got me. Authorization of bonus policies. I can issue bonuses to my company. Okay, bonuses to my company. Not my company, excuse me, the company, okay? Authorization of corporate cell phone. The business allowed me as the president to get a cell phone. Authorization of corporate cell phone. There was an update. Authorization of my website, y'all, down to my website. The business allowed me to get a website. Where websites you have to pay for. Authorization of my website. Travel reimbursement. The business is going to reimburse me for travel. Establish a merchant account. All of my accounts, my merchant account, the business allowed me to do it. So anytime the auditors want to know, well, why you got a computer? Why you got a cell phone? Why you got it? Well, the business told me I can do it. And it's recorded. It's signed and it's recorded. Lease home office. This is my home office. The business allowed me to lease my home office because I have to have a place to do my business. Home office. Okay. Approval to hire. Oh, this is the company, Laughlin and Associate. The business gave me permission to hire Laughlin and Associate, right? If I decide to use Kimberly, guess what? She's going to have one of these. The business allowed me to hire Kimberly. Independent contractor policy resolution. I have independent contractors. The business allowed me to do it. Authorization to hire/fire employees. Authorization of general office purchases. Authorization for directors to invest. This is a very important one. Authorization for the directors to invest. So me getting business credit cards and properties, the business allowed me to do it. So they can't say, well, you misusing the business. How? The business allowed me to do it. Reimbursement of personal credit card for business uses. We read that already. And then I need some more stuff in here because I got to meet with my team this week because I got to update a few things, right? So the person that asks about backdating, here you go. And this is not even all. This is just one section. There's a whole nother section here of paperwork, right? Save and hold harmless, right? Agreement receipt. Transfer of association. These were the old ones that they had before they transferred the business to me. Reinstatement. Opening new business bank account. Y'all need permission to do that, y'all. Transfer stock to trust. Special meetings of the directors. Action of incorporators. It's a bunch of them. Action of incorporators. Oh, that's the old one. Well, that's all the old ones. Safe, hold, harmless. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but if one thing that I'm gonna do, and this is another set of paperwork here. This is one set. That's two set. This is a whole nother set right here. If one thing I'm gonna do in my business is stay in compliance. And let me tell you why I'm staying in compliance. Because a lot of people out here that don't want to see y'all win in real life. And will try to come for your neck. But guess what? I'm covered. I am the nicest person that you will ever meet in your life. However, I ain't a dummy. Okay? I know that there's people plotting. But only God. Okay? Only God. Because it don't matter if you're a nice person, you're a bad person. People don't want to really see you win. They don't want you to do better than them at the end of the day. And all you got to do is cover yourself. We have our stock certificate inside of the Age Corporation, which my team needs to get on this because we need to get this one done. Then we have what is that? Yeah, my eyes are tired now. Shareholders agreement. Shareholders agreement. We have stock transfer ledger. Okay. Then back here, we got all our corporate documentation, EIN, Secretary of State, so on and so forth. Yes, they will do this for you. All right. Y'all had me fire up with that last question. Fired up with that last question. Y'all get in compliance. If one thing that y'all gonna do with y'all business is get in compliance and stay in compliance. If you're looking for Age Corporation, contact Laughlin and ask for Brent. If you're looking for the Corporate Veil Protection, which is a black book, call Laughlin and ask for Wayne. Okay? Right. Jay did it. Facts. Okay, let's see. Somebody said you woke her up. How much does your books cost? Oh, that's a good question, but I'm gonna lie to you if I tell you I know. I have no idea. All I do is tell them to do my books and send it to me. They just charge my card. I'm gonna be lying to you if I tell you I know. But you got to remember, some of these books, that most of the, yeah, all of the books. So I never did the books individually because they did all of my companies. I need to stay in compliance regardless. So they did the corporation, pull the tax ID number. Well, they can't pull a tax ID number. Did the corporation, did everything for me. So that service came with the book. So as far as the book individually, I'm not sure. You got to just reach out to them. I'm just sitting here in shock and awe. Definitely going to be ending the fourth quarter the right way. Absolutely. Dang, I used my personal credit before I built my business credit. I did not think to get permission, but you can go back and get permission. Any business suggestions for a 10.5-year-old Lyft driver? Yeah. So here's the thing, right? So I'm mad that these companies are shutting down because oh my gosh. What's the name of the company? It's literally on the tip of my tongue. Get around, right? Like all these companies for Lyft drivers is shutting down. So here's what I recommend for you to do, right? I'll recommend getting a couple of economic cars. Getting a couple of economic cars and renting it out to Lyft drivers, Uber drivers, because you know how that is with Uber drivers and stuff, where you guys got to pay for the car and then it takes you like 3 weeks to drive the car in order for you to even make enough money to pay for the car. But I recommend getting a couple of economic cars and then renting it out to Lyft drivers and Uber drivers. Now, you may never see those cars again, meaning that it would always stay rented. It will always stay rented. But that's a great business for you to start to get yourself out of Ubering and Lyfting, right? So you want to have enough cars, and it'll probably take you, depending on the state that you're in, it'll probably take you about 4 cars for you to stop driving. And then if you own your car, then rent your car out to somebody else and let them pay the bill. Any information on transferring my vehicle in my business name? Yes, that's a whole nother conversation. Are you coming to my class on Sunday? If you're coming to my class on Sunday, I will be going over that. But for the most part, you just have to basically sell the vehicle to your business. If it's paid off, you sell it to the business for. I sold mine to my business for $1. Went down to the dealership, did a transfer of titles and stuff like that because I sold the vehicle to the business. If it's finance, then you have to refinance it out of your personal into your business. Tonight, I really realized how to maneuver with the business credit. I mastered the personal side, but always was confused until tonight. Yeah, so Jay, that's the thing, right? So that was my thing. I knew the business side, but I didn't know the personal side. Somebody said, well, this is true, Gems. Thank you. Oh, great. I'm in Houston. Okay. All right, let me go over to Instagram, y'all, because I see y'all over here. How do I contact to help with my personal credit? I don't do personal credit. Or who do I contact? You got a couple of options. You can do Smartphone Billionaire. You can do KB the Trainer. You can do Princess Dior. Those are the people right now. And then also Shay Davis, which is Dana's daughter. So you got a couple of options here. Just find the right person that works for you. So guys, you never ask for Aaron. Aaron is the president of the company. Okay, Aaron is the president of the company. If you're looking for if you're looking for corporations, you want to ask for Brent. If you're looking for books, you need to ask for Wayne. No, you don't have to have personal credit. Brent, so not Ben, Brent. Brent does Age Corporation. Wayne, so Wayne, not Wade, Wayne does the books. If I have an old LLC that I let expire, should I renew it with the state? It just depends. It depends. Call the state, figure out what you have to do to get it back into compliance, because sometimes you cannot get it back into compliance. Sometimes they dissolve it. But if it's a good company, absolutely. So when we walk into the bank with that folder, the bank knows we're legit. I mean, for the most part, I do that all the time. I take all my books with me. It's one thing to know you have enemies, but its most dangerous one is the ones staring you in your face. Facts. Trust no one but God. I need a miracle, and God sent me here. Oh, wow. Thank you tonight. Thank you for everything on here. I speak blessings to everyone, especially you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hiring your children, right? All of that is in my book. All of that is in my book. And then guess what? When my daughter company, she got the same thing. So how we opening up all these bank accounts and stuff like that for her now, that's definitely going into her meetings. Her minutes, excuse me. Can you pin that information for personal? So it's different people. So write it down. So you can do KB the trainer, K as in kite, B as in boy, the trainer. You can do smartphone billionaire. Wait, no, the smartphone do. Wait, no, no, no. I don't think neither one of them do personal credit. Well, they no, they do. I think so. Yeah. But these guys are mostly funding. Again, you see how I'm referring people out to funding? That's why I started my own funding company. But for personal credit, I know Shay Davis does it for sure. Um, Princess Dior, which is it's Princess Dior. She's actually one of the speakers on Saturday. So if you didn't get your ticket for Saturday, you should definitely do that. She'll be a great person to talk to, where you just pay $47, be in the room, and then ask your questions. I would recommend that you do that. But yeah, let's see. I was just about to finance a phone through my personal, but I might do it in the business. Definitely do it in the business. I have to go to work early in the morning. Good night. Good night. Good night. Is your AI platform allowing you to build business credit faster? Yes, correct. That is correct. You're welcome. How do I get your book? Which book? So all of my books is on Amazon as far as my paperback books, but the books that I have coming out right now is only going to be ebooks, which is different. And that's going to be on my website once it's ready. What was the name you said before about trucking? Katra. Katra with a K. I was trying to find the website. Katra with a K. Okay. All right, y'all. It's late now. Coach P, will you be updating AI Millionaire? Will you be updating AI updating? Oh, the book, the book. No, there's no need to update that right now. Mm-mm. I mean, AI is moving so fast, but maybe in the next year, but there's no need to update it like right now. Patrice, may continue. God bless you more and more abundantly. Thank you. You are such a blessing, and I'm learning so much. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I need to call Brent, and he will actually set up my business instead of me going to Sunbiz. So no, Brent deals with age corporations. If you want to set up, you can go to Wayne for that as well. Brent is only age corporations. I mean, Brent can help you with a setup too, but that's more like a Wayne thing. Like regular general things, go to Wayne. Okay, go to Wayne. But for age corporation, ask for Brent. One last question. How do I join the $47 community? It is the 7figureframework.com. So once the first 100 people join at $47, it's going to go up to $97. Can you get funding if your personal credit is not so good? Yes. If so, what do you recommend? I have my business structured properly, but I'm thinking I cannot get funding if my personal credit isn't right. Yes, you can do um, CDFI lenders, micro lenders. You can do Kiva.org. You can do a lot of fintech funding right now. You can do um, Capital on Tap, Bill. There's a bunch of options. And this is why we're using AI, right? So introducing AI to something like this. So the new ebook that I'm going to be dropping is Bosses Build Business Credit AI Edition, like actually showing you how to use AI. But the $47 membership will help you guys with that as well too, because the $47 membership is also like for business credit. Okay. You see, I'm about to turn up. Definitely hope you will always appreciate and acknowledge Queens because you give a lot. Thank you. I appreciate it. As far as the phone line for businesses, do you recommend Verizon, T-Mobile? I don't have a recommendation. I'm going to say I don't have a recommendation. Thank you for that. We're listening to the live again on the YouTube. You're welcome. How do I join the AI community you have? That is the $5 membership for the AI community. That one is, it's in my bio. It's in my bio. It's in my bio. It would say AI Inner Circle. It's in my bio. Too much websites to remember. I'm tired, but I'm trying not to miss these gems. As far as the phone, okay, I said that already. Okay. All right, y'all, for real now. We're gonna get off because I know it's after 12 o'clock on the East Coast. I know that. So YouTube, if y'all are not following me on Instagram, make sure y'all go to Instagram at Her Secret Vault and follow me on Instagram, because tomorrow I will be going live with the girl who does AI twins. She is a beast. Okay. She is a beast, a rightful beast of her own. Okay. So I will be going live with her. So make sure that you guys are following me on Instagram. Do you have any way to reach Wayne? Yes. Laughlin's phone number is, one second. It is 775 883 8484. 775 883 8484. When you call, you're going to get the receptionist, excuse me. You ask for either Wayne or Brent. If they're available, she's going to transfer you. If not, leave a voicemail. Hey, Wayne, this is so and so. Patrice referred me to you guys. I'm interested in this. And Laughlin does a fantastic job with calling you guys back really fast. Forgot all that you get in my money. This too much to remember, right? Too much to remember, exactly. All right, y'all. Thank you. You're welcome. You're very, very welcome. All right, guys. Let's go to bed. It's time for bed, y'all. Well, it's not time for bed for me yet. It's only 9 o'clock. I got work to do. Y'all see the vibe. I got work to do. All right. Kimberly, we gotta talk. Because we gotta talk. All right. Let's maybe plan a Zoom this week if you're available. But I would love to get in a call with you to see how we can work together, because I just got so much stuff, Kimberly. And I think if I can assign it out, it would be great. Okay. Perfect. All right, y'all. I appreciate you guys. I thank you guys so much. I will be back on live tomorrow, 5 p.m. PST time, which is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I will be on live with Edwina And we will be talking AI twins. Okay? Appreciate you guys. I thank you guys so much. YouTube, I will leave this video up for you guys. Instagram, you guys can come over to YouTube and watch this video. Okay? Appreciate. Good night, guys. And thank you guys so much on YouTube for the tips. I appreciate you guys. I didn't even know YouTube could do that. That's dope. All right. Good night. Good night, guys. Okay, let's see. And